Good morning and welcome back to the channel. We're recapping WWE Crown Jewel 2019, and the reason why you're seeing these two right here is because they were the leaders in that Battle Royale. Really the only two worth mentioning because they were the ones that were eliminating everybody. They were working together. They looked at each other towards the beginning and said, yo, are we going to fight or are we going to take care of some business? So they decided to take that approach, one after the other. These two, it came down to not only these two, but also the new guy, Alberto Carrillo. And before we get a little bit further, these were the last three competitors. One of the Sunil brothers, Sunil, he ended up getting eliminated, and as soon as he did, because he is the current 24/7 champ, you know our truth, he was waiting for the moment. So he rolled them up, and then they started running around the ring. Everybody else started following our truth once he captured the 24/7 champ, and this is all in the middle of this match. Remember, he was in the match, he got taken out. So once one got eliminated, hey, it was for the taking. The 24/7 champ, this is always active. So going back to this, these are the last three, and the way that it played out, it was Rowan that was about to eliminate Harper. He had taken him out because he was actually working right here on Alberto Carrillo. So during the process, he eliminated him, and Alberto Carrillo was right there to capitalize on the situation, and he was the last one standing, so he will get to go on later on and compete for the United States Championship. Cain Velasquez bringing a little bit of the UFC into this match. First time in history, too, that we're seeing the number one contender for the WWE champion having a debut match that he held up. He did. He was actually throwing quite a bit of fists. He threw in some kicks, but ultimately Brock Lesnar, this being his ring, gave him the advantage while he was down. When he was about to mount him and just go to town, Brock Lesnar captured him right there with the Kimura lock, and he had it cinched in to the point to where he had to tap out. He tapped out, and he held it in. The referee was trying to call for the match, so Rey Mysterio, he's like, bro, I gotta help you out. I got you into this mess to begin with, so now here I am. Lesnar didn't like that, so he came after little Ray, started beating him up, and then he came back after Velasquez, and Rey Mysterio ended up slipping back into the ring with some more steel chair shots to have him escape and kind of free up the man, because this will be a following. This isn't over. This is far from over. The way that it ended, it was a quick match, and there is still more development. I can already see it, man. Lesnar, though, he's like, I'm grabbing my title, man. I'm going backstage. I don't want to be in the ring any longer than what I already been. What was it, 3-4 minutes? I think that's what it was. He went in there, and he walked away with the WWE Championship. Largest tag team turmoil to determine the best tag team in history. First two to get it started right here, it was Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode versus Grand Metalik and the rest of the Lucha's House Party. Kalisto was at ringside. He didn't participate. We don't have the other two, but he's going to fill in the void. Nonetheless, Robert Roode picked up the win. He ended up pinning Grand Metalik. One thing you will notice is that a lot of these tag teams, they were just thrown in there just to be pinned in there. Go in, go out, bring out the next team, and that's what happens with Hawkins and Ryder. Another glorious DDT to eliminate Hawkins. Now, that is up until the time that Heavy Machinery came in and kind of changed the aspect and slowed down the match in general. These four were in there for quite a while. Heavy Machinery wasn't going to go in there just to get pinned right away. As a matter of fact, Tucker ended up eliminating Bobby Roode. New Day were favored in this match to go in here and capture it all. And Big E, actually it was Kofi Kingston that ended up pulling out the upset right there on Tucker for Heavy Machinery to be taken out. Next team up is B Team right here. Now, since Kofi did win the last one on the previous one, it was Big E's turn to pick up the win right here on Curtis Axel and for B Team to be taken out as well. Revival up next and continuing the tradition right here for them going back and forth as to who's picking up the win. Kofi Kingston ended up rolling Scott Dawson. Close call. They didn't hit their finisher. I mean, they did, but it was after the end of the match where it didn't matter. Kofi Kingston and Big E continue. The club here up next in a surprising turn of events. Our WWE champion, well, no longer WWE champion, Brock Lesnar is, but he ended up getting pinned right here by Gallows. Surprising, man. It seems that they are starting to get the push to carry on right here to the finals in the Ultimate Elimination match. Viking Raiders are Raw Tag Team champions in the finales. I figured they would get thrown in the middle so they can kind of show their attributes and see what they've done so far right now in this division. But now since Luke Gallows picked up the win on the last one, Carl's like, you mind if I do? Sure, go ahead, man. Let's pick it up on Eric. He pins Eric. They hit their double tag team finisher for these two to be crowned the new Wait, is it new? No, well, actually, it might carry on to next year, kind of how they did with the Battle Royale. But the greatest tag team in Turmoil history, the club, and the only club that matters. Holy crap, man, this match was a highlight reel. From beginning to end, Mansoor and Cesaro, they held their own in that ring. But Mansoor, he hit that giant moonsault. Let's just use Rollins as an example right here, just to demonstrate. I mean, the guy kind of looks like Seth Rollins. Let's not get into it. Let's just go in and demonstrate as to what went down. He went with the giant moonsault right there. 1, 2, 3 for Mansoor to capture the win in his hometown. Braun Strowman versus the Gypsy King right here, Tyson Fury. He actually did a pretty good job carrying throughout the match. I can't necessarily say that about Lesnar and Velasquez, but I'm very impressed considering that he's a boxer. I mean, Velasquez, he's got more of experience. He has more of a history in a wrestling ring. So for Tyson Fury to do what he did, I'm very proud of it. Ending right here, they were outside. He was doing a lot of shoulder thrusts. When he was coming back into the ring, he rolled him in. He was waiting for him with a strong knockout punch. I had a feeling that Tyson Fury was going to land a heavy to pick up the win, and it wasn't by knockout. He ended up getting counted out, and the winner right here, Tyson Fury, Braun Strowman didn't like it. He still slid in there after the match was already done and over. He hit him with the power slam, and he says, "Yeah, this is my ring." United States Championship matchup next, and the winner of the match from earlier tonight from the Battle Royale, Humberto Carrillo, gets the right and the opportunity to go in here and try to capture it. AJ Styles, I might have said this about him in the past, but he makes any average man look phenomenal in the ring. He made him look pretty damn good. It was the ankle. He ended up working the leg quite a bit. He was going in there for the calf crusher, didn't tap. He went to the top turnbuckle, didn't capitalize on the opportunity, and that's where AJ Styles captured the win right here to pick up and retain the U.S. title. For the first time in Crown Jewel history right here, we are seeing Natalya versus Lacey Evans. It was starting out kind of dry. They were very conservative. I am going to tell you, like, as the match carried through, eventually it did start picking up, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. The match, it was very, very mediocre, and I get it. They were trying to show respect, considering that there's a lot of laws. You know, we're not going to get into that. One thing I will say right here is that Natalya, she ended up capturing the win. She got the sharpshooter locked in for Lacey Evans to tap out right here. Natty picks up the win. Quite possibly the most anticipated match of the night. Not for the WHF universe, but for Saudi Arabia. They love their legends. Every time Hulkster comes out, that music starts to play, the entire crowd, it goes crazy. But again, it's not about these two. They were just the team captains. They were outside the ring, supporting one another. Team Hogan, Team Flair right here. And you're missing one, Hero Face. What's wrong with you? I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Bobby Lashley is also part of it. Let's cover the participants one last time before we get in depth as to what went down right here. We had Roman Reigns, Ali, Rusev, Shorty G, Ricochet, and then Flair. We have Nature Boy's right over here, Hero Fix, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and King Corbin over here. So tell them how it went down, Hero Fix. All four of these participants over here, they were holding their own, but the Roman Empire had to make his presence felt. And when he finally did step into the ring, he was clearing house, man. He was diving off the top of the ropes, diving through everybody, coming back in. He got hit with an RKO. Randy Orton attempted the pin. 1, 2, nope. Big Dog kicked out. And these two right here, actually these four, they all went in there. They jumped in. They helped out. Eliminated everybody outside the ring. Roman Reigns comes in here with the huge spear for Team Hogan. Dun, 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 to capture the win. A winner must be determined in the Universal title match between Seth Rollins and The Fiend. It was taken all over the arena. It went into the crowd. It came up by the entrance stage. Again, multiple curb stomps by Rollins. They were right there, right by the walkway. Rollins actually ended up throwing him off the stage. He landed where all the electronical equipment was. And I just got this feeling, you guys. I'm like, all right, we're going to get that finish again. The finish that Vince McMahon kind of gave us last time at Hell in a Cell, where Fiend, he's going to get taken out. So he came down, right? He's like, all right, he just got electrocuted. Let's give this a shot. Guess what? Undertaker. It felt like the Undertaker. He still he rose. He got up. He hit him with the Sister Abigail right there. He pinned him 1, 2, 3 to capture the Universal Championship. Ultimate reaction. I didn't have it. I feel like had they done this at Hell in a Cell, had we seen The Fiend capture the championship then, I would have had more of like a feeling behind it. For me, this is kind of forced. It was like the WWE universe, they were furious about the whole outcome of the last match between these two, that it's like you don't have any other choice than to put the belt on him. Like, I'm still glad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm very happy that the Fiend captured it. But just the overall like feel of it all, I feel like it would have been a lot stronger had they done this at Hell in a Cell. Nonetheless, though, we have crowned a new Universal Champion right here, Bray Wyatt the Fiend. What match was your favorite? Was this match, did it live up, or did they make up for what they did to us last time? Personally, for me, I don't feel that way, but still, give me your thoughts. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.